Hey guys, welcome back. This is Anil Sharma, motivational speaker, corporate trainer and life coach. Are you a small time businessman or are you a small scale entrepreneur or are you a person who after completing your professional degree fresh out of university contemplating to launch a startup of your own? You think you always had a bright idea and still you think that this idea, when it will get translated into a business concept, when it will get translated into a business model, will result in grand success. And over the couple of next years, it will result in a very successful business venture. You had your finances cleared from the bank or any loaning agency, you have done your paperwork and you are about to take a plunge. Please wait. You will be surprised to know that out of every 100 startups that were started in India in last couple of years, the survival rate for initial first 3 years, the survival rate for startups for initial 1000 days is less than 10%, 7 to 8% to be exact. Though most of these startups, according to many reports, they were backed by brilliant and bright ideas. Most of these startups are backed by bright and brilliant ideas. But friends, only having a bright and brilliant idea is no guarantee for a startup to get translated into a successful business model. So if you are a person who is about to take a plunge into this world of startups and you have done all your homework, please take a pause and delve into the issues which are about to come up in this video. Let's dive in. First question every founder of any startup should ask himself is, in what way my startup is going to make life easy for people, and on what scale my startup is going to make life easy for people who are going to use it. Every founder should ask this question, should pose this question to himself and also try to put himself in place of the people, in place of the customers who are going to use that startup. The success guarantee of any startup lies in its applicability and to what extent that startup is going to make life easy for people who are going to use it. Look at the history, look at the success story of all the successful startup that we call unicorn today. Blinkit, Amazon, Flipkart, Zomato, Swiggy, Uber, Ola. Why they became so successful? They became successful because they have made life easy for their end users. Because they have made life easy, because they have really solved a problem. They have solved a real problem. So if you want your startup to cut the ice of the day, if you want your startup to become a success story, every founder should ponder and think about it, in what way my startup is going to make life easy for people who are going to use it. That means every startup should be solution oriented. Most of these startups are solution oriented. Being solution oriented is one thing, but to what extent, on what scale this is going to make life easy for people. If your startup is going to solve a real problem and on a mass scale it is going to make life easy for people who are going to use it, take my words, it is going to be a grand success. So this is the first parameter of success of any startup, if it is solution oriented and on what scale it is going to make life easy, on what scale it is going to solve problems of end users who are going to use it. This is the very first thing. Important aspect for scripting a success story of any startup is developing robust systems and processes. You must focus on developing SOPs. You must focus on developing do's and don'ts. You must focus on developing systems, robust systems and processes, effective, efficient systems and processes that are going to make your operations seamless, that are going to make your operations smooth, that will eradicate any kind of confusion, any kind of clash among your team, among the people with whom you are going to work. Because when there are robust, strong systems and processes in place, there is no gap left for confusion. Operations will become seamless, operations will become smooth, and operations will result in good sales, and good sales or good level up scale of services will fetch good business results. So as a second important parameter to gauge success of any startup, you must focus on developing strong, effective, efficient systems and processes. And most important aspect for scripting a success story for any startup is ensuring effective regular cash flow. Cash flow for any organization, cash flow for any startup is like running blood in our body through our arteries and veins. If there is no blood, or if the amount of blood that runs through our arteries and veins, it comes down, our body becomes weaker. Our body catches infection, it becomes ill, and ultimately it dies. Same is the case with any organization, same is the case with any startup. So founders or the people who are managing at the helm of affairs, they must worry about having strong and effective cash flow. First, they should focus on having a good cash cushion so that they can survive at least 1000 days, because initial 1000 days are critical for survival of any startup. After that, you must focus on ensuring effective and smooth cash flow, because if there is no cash flow in organization, if there is no cash flow, everything will come to a screeching halt. Everything will come to a halt. So ensuring effective and smooth cash flow is the critically important aspect for ensuring success of any startup in the long run. So as a founder of any startup, you must focus, make plans, develop strategies so that you can scale up your business, you can scale up your sales, you can scale up your services approach, you can scale up the number of your clients, and that results in effective and smooth cash flow. Because no matter how bright your idea is, no matter how bright your planning is, no matter how talented people you do hire, but if you are not able to ensure smooth cash flow in your organization or in your startup, things are going to be haywire, things are going to be messy in the long run. So put very strong focus on how you can ensure regular and smooth cash flow in the organization. So if you focus on these three things, if your startup is going to be solution oriented, chances are it will become a successful model. If your startup is has strong systems and processes in place, chances are your operations will be smooth and it will result in good sales and services, scale up services. And third and most important thing is regular effective cash flow in the organization. So if cash flow is good, that means the health of the organization, the health of the startup is good, and it is going to survive in the long run. It will also become success, in the long run, successful business model in the long run. I hope you would have liked the video. If you did like the video, please press the bell icon, like, subscribe and share. And thanks for watching.